The following podcast is not to be listened to by weak-minded motherfuckers. In fact, it is suggested that you only listen to this podcast with the mind of the better version of yourself, for the weaker version of you is just not strong enough. You will hear words through this podcast like fuck, bitch, ass, shit, motherfucker, motherfuckettes, dick, pussy, snot. If these words offend you, I highly suggest that you fuck off and go read a children's book. But for those of you that would like to hear what we have to say, then please stick around.
What up, y'all? Shit, man. Today we talking about motivation. You know, I used to be on this thing of like, man, I gotta get motivated. I want to be a motivational speaker. I was on all this bullshit, man, and I realized that motivation, it ain't what it's cracked up to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keeping it 100. Like, motivation is like a Nas tank. And, you know, as far as I know from Fast and the Furious, right? Like, you only got so much of it. So you hit the button and you be like, psh, and then that shit go out. You like, and then you just slow down and shit. Like, especially when it comes to your goals, you be super motivated to attack your goals, right? And get something done. And then just somewhere in the process, you just lose it. It just goes away. And then you like be sitting there. You remember on Fast and Furious Part 1 when Brian first was racing Dom and he gets out, was like, I almost had you. That's how we be talking to our fucking dreams and shit, right? Our goals, like, I almost had you. And then our dreams be talking back, almost had me? You never even had your habits. Granny shifting, not double clutching like you're supposed to. What the fuck is double clutching? I don't even know what that means. But anyway, your dreams are laughing at you because it's like you never even had your habits together. You feel me? And you can only go so far with motivation. There's days you wake up and nights that you go to sleep where motivation is nowhere to be fucking found. You know what I mean? You be sitting there like, oh, motivation. All your crickets and shit, ain't nothing coming. You putting up the bat symbol, motivation won't come help your motherfucking ass, right? And so what I realized when it comes to the goals, man, when it comes to the dreams, it takes two main things, right? Grow some balls or tits and start, and then build the habit to continue doing something. It's not about waking up being motivated. Let's look at this as if you were an employer, right? Let's say you had a company and you had this guy named Igor, right? And Igor just comes in every day and he just gets on the computer and goes, you just made $1 million, sir. You're like, all right, great, Igor. Every day, though. 5 days a week. He comes in. He make you $5 million a week. He ain't motivated whatsoever. Are you gonna fucking fire Igor? Fuck that. I don't give a fuck where his motivation is at. As long as he is consistently coming in and going, you made $1 million, sir. As long as that shit is consistent, I don't give a flying fuck of where his motivation is at. You feel me? And you need to fucking be Igor. You need to hire yourself as Igor to accomplish your goals and dreams and stop looking for this motivated ripoff of Tony Robbins and just get the person who is consistent, right? And I'm not dissing Tony, obviously. I'm just saying you need somebody who is consistent. That's the person you need to be. You don't need to be somebody who has to be motivated. Being motivated is draining, dude. Do you know how fucking draining that is? To have to watch these videos and all this shit all the time of people saying, you can do it. And you should have been watching a video that's just giving you the detailed skill to accomplish your goal. But now you got to waste time to watch a video for someone to tell you you can do it. Why? Why waste time? Just get straight to the point. Grow your balls, grow your tits, and then be consistent. That's all you got to do. It's that fucking simple. And through that consistency, you will learn what you should and shouldn't do. No such thing as failure. You're just learning what you should and shouldn't do. Some idiot gave you the title of failure when I guess something doesn't come out the way you wanted it on that try. No, you learned how not to fucking do it. So do it another way, right? So I'm just saying, man, just make sure you're not wasting time trying to motivate yourself to get things accomplished that you want to get accomplished. Make sure you're focused on simply, do I have the balls and tits, and am I being consistent? I'm gonna holler at you motherfuckers and motherfuckers later. I'm out this bitch. Peace, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the like. Peace.